And Bishop Gregory Mansour is the Eparch of St. Maron of Brooklyn. He joins us today to talk about the emergency response for the disaster relief in Beirut, Lebanon. Thank you so much for being with us, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Kevin.
News of the explosion in the port area of Beirut, devastating. I saw some of the pictures as well. I'm sure most people around the world have. I know there's devastation in the country already dealing with food shortages and, of course, the COVID-19 as well. Talk about what the churches have been going through, how they've been affected there as well.
Well, Pope Francis is talking about the church as a field hospital. That's what every church, every monastery, every convent, every school, and the Catholic humanitarian work in Lebanon is huge, and all of them are overextending themselves to receive Christian and Muslim alike. It's quite beautiful. And the next day you would see children, young people, scouts, St. Vincent de Paul Society, little groups of 5 or 6 of them, brooms, shovels, bandages, little Lebanese sandwiches, just to show a little bit of solidarity and love on the streets of Beirut.
It's amazing. I know, as I was mentioning, a lot of people saw the pictures of the devastation too. What are the most pressing needs for our Maronite brothers and sisters in Lebanon?
Well, what I tell people is the traditional prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Prayer we can do anytime in any way. Fasting, it's a straight road to God. And almsgiving is so very important. Right now, the people of Lebanon really need our alms. Today, I signed about 100 little thank you notes to people, $10, $20, $1,000, all the different people who have been sending checks or going online. So we're very grateful. This tidal wave of love from the United States to Lebanon is a beautiful gesture.
I was just going over some of the numbers before we went on, too. It's amazing. The homelessness as well is huge. I think they're estimating about 300,000 people are homeless now. Can you talk about that aspect of it as well?
The Lebanese are now opening their homes. Many of them have a summer home and a little small summer home and a winter home. They're just opening up their homes. And they put things on social media. If you need a place to stay, you can take my summer home. You know, I'm amazed at how beautiful Lebanon is.
Yeah. I know there's been some issues in the country too, some corruption as well, and it was struggling in portions of the economy as well. Can you talk about that and how something like this really affects everything in Lebanon when a huge disaster like this already supports a very kind of fragile existence there?
Yeah, what's fragile is the work of the government, but what's not fragile is the work of the church. And I prefer to speak about that because the work of the church is makes a huge difference, especially when the government has not stepped up as it should have. But Catholic schools and hospitals and nursing homes and drug rehabilitation centers, and then of course almost every parish has a St. Vincent de Paul Society that is working overtime. And it's to me that's the good news is the work of the church. The bad news is you're always going to have some people in governmental positions that don't care enough as they should.
And at this time, we're called upon to extend even greater charity and financial support. Can the Eparchy of St. Maron accept donations in support of the charitable agencies based in Lebanon?
Yes, we've designated several of them, but okay. And they're on our website, and I can give you that. It's stmaron.org.
Okay.
So that's www.stmaron.org, stmaron.org. But we're encouraging people for 2 charities. One, Caritas, which is our Catholic Charities for Lebanon, 6 different Catholic churches working together under the Maronite Patriarch. And the other is St. Vincent de Paul Societies. So both have very little overhead, and both are very engaged with the people, and both have hundreds, if not thousands, of volunteers.
And of course, we pray for the speedy and effective recovery from the explosion. If people want to find out more about the eparchy and maybe some direct donations as well, how would they go about doing that?
The same thing,
Okay.
stmarin.org, and we're glad we've been a little bit behind responding to everybody, but we will respond to every donation, every gift.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Bishop, for being with us, and our prayers go out to everyone in Lebanon and especially the eparchy of as well. And thank you for taking some time to tell us a little bit more about it and telling us where we can go to help support all of the efforts going on there.
Thank you, and thank you for caring enough to show a little bit about what the church does in Lebanon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bishop.